This episode is brought to you by freedadcourse.com. You are always one conversation away from changing your life, and the power of hello is something that I subscribe to every single day, and I'm always saying hello to new people everywhere I go. Increasing your opportunity, increasing your connection, and getting access to the solutions to the problems that you are facing, whether you're on active duty or just beginning your veteran transition or even transitioning out for 20 years. On the other side of hello are the solutions that you're looking for. Again, head on over to freedadcourse.com. Get your 5-episode audio course to create more connection, create more friendships, and get back to living the life that you're trying to design.
Dory 1, this is Fire Team Delta. Dad's coming home. Welcome to the Military Veteran Dad Podcast, where it is our mission to bring every dad home. I am your host, Ben Killoy. I'm a United States Marine veteran, a husband, and a father. We will bring authentic conversations to inspire action in your life so we can close the gap between the dad you are today and the dad you want to be tomorrow. This is the Military Veteran Dad Podcast.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Fatherhood Friday. Just a friendly reminder, the interview show is paused until September. But today's episode, we are going to go in the time machine all the way back to really not just the genesis of this podcast, the genesis of really where I got to step into a higher idea that was much, much bigger than myself. So hang on tight. We're going to fire up the time machine. We're going to go all the way back to 2017 when I met Chris Hoffman. So way back in 2017, I was a veteran with an idea. But within that idea, I knew nobody within the community. I wasn't connected here locally. I wasn't connected online. And within the space of trying to figure out doing something, the first idea that I ran towards was blogging. And the common advice within blogging is go find other people that are blogging about similar things and engage the hell out of their content. One of those guys was Chris Hoffman. I remember finding this guy on the internet that was doing Facebook Lives out in San Diego. And I was like, wow, someone I can interact with and engage. Little did I know that those first few Facebook Lives and a few phone calls where we connected and he was sitting in the parking lot of Snap Fitness out in San Diego, getting ready to go in the gym, ended up missing his gym workout because we connected that good. And later, just starting this friendship that deepened at Military Infantry Conference, where if you know the origin story of this podcast was born at Military Infantry Conference with the invitation by Chris to go there. Sped up a little bit further down the road, get some additional oxygen to go deeper into this idea. And our friendship has only gotten deeper. I went out and stood up in his wedding in last September. And as he dives deeper into his mission is the ambitious vet. Now, his mission also helped me ignite the war cry that was burning on the inside, but looking for a vehicle to really connect with where I was meant to go. So many veterans get hung up on trying to articulate where that real burning cry happens and how do we give it a voice. Because most military veterans are tired of feeling like the resources and tools provided are not providing that sense of confidence and clarity that we all need in that post-military transition. As you know, that was me to a T. He is launching a bigger brand to help you become the commander-in-chief in your life and helping you understand that there are predictable steps ahead of you that you can take to repeat, to understand that war cry, to give it a voice, to give it a platform, to understand the direction that you need to go. Now, Chris Hoffman came on the Military Veteran Dad podcast way back on bonus episode number 3 in the fall of 2019. I'll put a link to that episode down in the show notes. I recently went back on his podcast, the Ambitious Vet podcast, which was my second attendance. And the first time was episode number 13, Lead With Your Heart. And we are both talking about this conversation and how much growth has happened from that first conversation and now. And the one word that I added to what the bigger difference between the Ben Killoy in episode 13 and the one showing up now was believe. And Chris Hoffman, almost mutually for each other, we believed in each other enough to keep pushing ourselves to go towards something that we didn't fully understand, but we felt higher calling to go towards and not give up towards. So I want to tell you with a simple focus, go down in the show notes, click the link, go grab his book, 10 Predictable Steps to Success Outside the Uniform. Hack what you want within your life to find that ability to give that war cry a voice, a purpose, and a passion, because you're not alone. If you've been listening to this podcast, wondering how it all happened, wondering how do you access that same feeling and cultivate it on a deeper level, Chris Hoffman is your man. He is that man that believes that the post 9/11 veteran community has this ambitious vet that doesn't feel like he fits into the workforce, but still can't figure out where he does fit in. Chris is the man that takes them and, again, takes that purpose and passion and aligns in a direction and gives them their mission. That's what he did for me. And our friendship continues to blow me away of how it began in the beginning and how it continues to grow. And today I just want to thank Chris Hoffman for being in my life, for being everything that he needs and everything that I need to mutually grow and be who we have always meant to be and who we want to see each other become as well. So I appreciate going out there and supporting Chris Hoffman. Go grab his book, 10 Steps to Predictable Success Outside the Uniform, because, man, that book's got so many baked in golden grenades, as he calls them, about how to perform at a higher level outside that uniform. Once you take it off, there's so much more to life, and TAPS is only beginning, and Chris is a great friend and mentor to have to get you where you need to go. Guys, I hope you have an amazing weekend. I hope you find some adventure, and I'll be back again with you guys on Friday.